Right, my MVVs, welcome. Report reaching us right now is that the Ooni of Ife is crying and begging Iyamifa, explaining to Iyamifa why it's been so difficult for him to let go of Olori Naomi. That Iyamifa, who understand the culture and tradition of Ifa and everything, should not be the one who gets to come and ruin everything. Iyamifa was brought to Nigeria to prepare things and not to ruin it. That Iyamifa should not come and try and separate himself and Olori Naomi. That Iyamifa understand the spiritual implication of this, and that why is Iyamifa listening to people who are just bent on destroying him. That please, Iyamifa should not do that. That if Iyamifa is coming to Nigeria, he will be glad to sponsor Iyamifa to come and see how she can fix things around him, and most importantly, fix things between himself and Olori Naomi. You're all aware of why Iyamifa came to Nigeria and who Iyamifa is. I don't need to explain Iyamifa to you anymore. But, well-wishers and families of Olori Naomi are also pleading with Iyamifa to return back to Nigeria and to do the needful. And they say so many people have come out and they are really willing to sponsor Iyamifa's trip back to Nigeria. We have had this before, but they said, as we are speaking right now, Ooni of Ife has really taken out time to explain to Iyamifa what Naomi means to his life and what Naomi represents in his life and what Tadenika will represent in his life. That no matter what happened in this war, that he would never ever forgive himself if Naomi leaves him. And Iyamifa said, yes, I do understand the culture of our people, and I understand what Naomi represents to you, but Naomi can never ever be used as a sacrifice for you to have the kind of life that you really want to have, because this has got nothing to do with the tradition. That this is all about what you want to have now. You know that when Ooni of Ife was about to take these women, they said that it was traditional for him to marry more wives and to fill up the house of Oduduwa with wives who will represent so many different things and help to, as in strive to, make the palace better. Okay. Now he married 6 wives, but they said each time they sit down, they have this their council, this what they used to do, those their chief meetings. They will people keep telling Ooni of Ife that the house of Oduduwa is not full enough, that he should bring more women and more women. So what this is doing to the Ooni of Ife is like, you now carry your crayfish and now give to a rat, like you give somebody an open check, a person that loves money so much. I do know that there's nobody who doesn't love money, but somebody who loves granite so much, the person cannot do without granite. Then you tell that person that it is compulsory for them to eat a ton of granite in a year. The person is going to eat 10 tons of granite. That is exactly what is happening. That Iyamifa has explained to the Ooni of Ife that what he's doing has got nothing to do with the house of Oduduwa. That Ooni of Ife is doing what he likes to do most, and it is unfair. That how does he even feel that Naomi is suffering the way he's suffering? How does he even feel that a young woman like Naomi would not forge ahead with her own life, live her life on her own terms, just because you think you have one selfish love for her? She should sit back there and watch you do all of these things. That they say Iyamifa said to Ooni of Ife? Is it that you do not know how humiliating this situation has been for Olori Naomi? The good thing, the only reason why people might never know that this situation is very humiliating to to Olori Naomi is because Naomi is, where she is doing her own thing, and it might just look like it doesn't really matter, but it does matter. It's been a very humiliating situation for the Ooni of Ife. I mean, for Olori Naomi. Now, they said that most times he gets clarity. He realizes that Olori Naomi is somewhere. Olori Naomi should be with him. Tadenikawa should be with him. Then other times he snowballs down to this person that he is, and it will be basbos, thinking of what to do to Olori Naomi. Then the next time he realizes, he begins to be very sober. He begins to beg. He wants his wife back and all of that. For how long is Naomi supposed to maintain this kind of situation in her life? For how long is she supposed to continue to sacrifice? For how long is she supposed to stay under these circumstances? Is the question that Iyamifa asked Ooni of Ife. And she said that maybe the reason why God brought her to Nigeria was to, give Naomi the freedom that Naomi deserved to have, because Naomi entered into that marriage as a young girl who knew nothing, and right now it's almost as if she is stuck in that marriage. Iyanifa says it's injustice that she is not going to close her eyes to this. If Ooni of Ife is saying that she should not come back to she should not come to Nigeria and do anything, Ooni of Ife should decide, first of all, what he wants to do. Who does he want? Olori Naomi or the other Oloris? He must pick one. They said Yanifa went ahead to tell Ooni of Ife that, yes, you could, if you were not willing to do this with these other Oloris, that there was even a way that Ooni of Ife would have kept Naomi as a married Naomi, paid attention to Naomi, while maybe kept all of these ones outside at the palace. A lot of kings who think that they have, um, what do you call? Who think that they have the freedom of marrying many wives just because they are African kings. Do the same. Do the same. Look at like this man. Is it Olowu of Uwo, or Olowo, that man that they say chased Ooni of Ife? He has a wife, just one wife, and that's also a big king. How about Sean of Ogbomosho? Is he not the big king? Yes. How many women is he married to? And you have married all of these, and they are coming in and coming. They are still trooping in. You're still making arrangement to marry many more wives, and you still want Queen Naomi to stay and do what? That's why the Yanifa said that Oni has got 1 week to revert back to her. If not, she is coming to Nigeria to help Olori Naomi. And they said the Ooni of Ife was practically crying and begging Iyanifa not to do that. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.